and preparing for battle. Each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson with you, Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce. Let's see some of the numbers here for Lou Dort.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. 2 big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward. And for the Nuggets, Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. Brown at the 2, Johnson at the 3. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. Well, Grant, we've got a treat tonight. These are 2 of the best offenses in the league.
Yeah, B.A., you know, one thing they have in common, they make smart decisions with the ball. And, of course, they know how and when to attack. I think we'll get some high IQ hoops here tonight.
And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Last time they met was in Oklahoma City.
Last time these teams met, it came down to the wire. The bench play in that game was the difference.
Yeah, I don't think they win without the productivity they got from their bench. That made the difference.
And so here is Denver. The Thunder making their last shot. Jokic passes to Murray. And that one's good.
Skilled finish by Murray. He can score inside and outside, really anywhere on the court.
Dort outside, fires the 3, count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Johnson. It's Jokic, high post. Fires for 3. The shot by Johnson, no good. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a 3-point game. And he makes it. Gilgeous-Alexander's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
Pass to Jokic. Holmgren against Gordon. Oh, deflected. Here's SGA. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
I love when Shea does not just settle for a layup, finish with authority. What a pretty dunk.
And here's Gordon. Gordon with a screen on SGA. Murray for 3. Williams grabs the board. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Kicks it out to Holmgren for 3. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, this is what Isaiah Hartenstein does, right? He just keeps working on the glass. Both ends, nicely done.
It's Jokic, high post. Pass to Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can they get it? And the shot goes.
Boy, that's the type of shot they'd like to get on every single possession.
Thunder leading by 7. And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant, a one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one-of-a-kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell. This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Murray scanning the floor to the paint. Here's Jokic. Again, Denver scores.
And Jokic has a number of moves to choose from, especially deep inside.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks so much. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach. We talked about Jalen Williams and what he wanted to see from his team defensively against him. He told me we just have to be aware of where he is at all times. The second you lose sight of him, that's when he'll torch you. We all got to be on the same page. It seems like Williams will be a central focus for them tonight. Back to you guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Well, we've seen outstanding defense this season, and here are the teams leading the way in steals. In the third spot, Oklahoma City.
This team will punish you for sloppy ball control, no question. They've got a lot of fast-handed guys just waiting to take advantage.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside Brown. Pass to Gordon. Denver moving it around. Here's Jokic. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Outside, Williams. No good there. Johnson with the defensive effort. Nuggets trail by 7. Inside, here's Jokic. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. There's nothing like the intensity of coming down to the wire when both teams are fighting for playoff position, Grant.
Well, you know, B.A., for these teams, what you did before doesn't matter. You have to give everything in this game. It's essentially a bunch of one-game seasons from here to the finish line.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, initially underestimated, Jokic has grown into a truly exceptional talent. We talk about modern bigs, but he's probably more like the big man of the future.
That one's no good. When it comes to the scoring ability of Chet Holmgren, there's a lot to talk about, Doris.
Oh, come on, B.A. This guy's 7'1" and a sweet shooter from long range. He can put it on the deck and get to the mid-range. He can finish at the rim. Oh, my goodness, look out.
Here's Brown, following the bucket by Oklahoma City. Jokic in the post. He's against Hartenstein. Jokic, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Williams looking around. And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul. Now here's Dort. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. And Williams with the basket on the assist from Dort.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Brown passes to Murray. Johnson a screen on SGA. Back to Brown. Pass to Johnson. Jokic a screen. Goes up on the baseline. The shot by Johnson, no good. Oklahoma City has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. SGA passes to Holmgren. Outside, SGA. There's the 3. Rebounded by Johnson.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Johnson against Williams. It's Dort on the wing. Back to Williams. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Well, talking about Jalen Williams, what excites you most about this kid, Doris?
Okay, I don't know where to begin, PA, because you are talking about a legitimate two-way force and a guy who has the potential to be a perennial all-star. He takes on a huge defensive assignment. He can sustain an offense when your star is off the floor. Like, look out. This guy's game is big time.
So for Oklahoma City, Williams is checked in for Hartenstein, and it's Wallace in for Dort. Brown finds Murray. Pass to Jokic. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. Williams with it. And Johnson picks him up defensively. And it's Holmgren missing. Brown passes to Gordon. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to be on Jalen Williams. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Thunder.
Well, it's all fast break points. Those easy buckets, they are so hard to come by in the NBA. So if you get a chance to run, you have to take advantage of it.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
And talking about Gordon, just a freak athlete and ferocious dunker, a valuable role player on this team.
SGA against Brown. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Oh, he's on the attack, hitting 6 of his last 7.
Outside Johnson. Jokic the screen. This one for 3. Williams grabs the board. Thunder leading by 12. Here's Wallace. Shot's good. SGA making the play.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Now here's Gordon. A valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Williams. 5 points in the game. Here's Johnson, down low. And they double up Jokic. And here's Brown for 3. Williams grabs the board.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Williams a screen on Brown. Outside, Williams. Counted from distance. Williams has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
Johnson passes to Gordon. And stolen by Williams. Outside Joe. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Now Jokic. He has 7. Pass to Brown. Here's Johnson. The 3 is up. Hits the trifecta.
Wow, talk about a heat check, folks. Cam Johnson was deep.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's Johnson. He's averaging more than 12 a game. Consistent threat on offense. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. And that sends Nikola Jokic to the free throw line. It goes on Jalen Williams. Denver shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here for the Nuggets. Watson, he's checked in for Gordon. Hardaway comes in for Brown. And it's Jones in for Johnson. And also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Wiggins is checked in. The free throw drops for Jokic. And the Thunder were already a tough defensive unit, Doris. Went out and got more stoppers last season in Isaiah Hartenstein and Alex Caruso.
It is a prerequisite for Mark Daigneault that you be able to guard your backside off on the defensive end. They lean into their strengths. They were the best of the West in 2024, and then you go out and get better. That front office is first level good. So good.
Now here's Brown. 13 points in the win against Memphis. That cuts the lead to single digits. Jokic has got 12 points in the game.
And he's 5 of 7, getting into a nice rhythm offensively.
Jones against Gilgeous-Alexander. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
And it's Jones with the ball for Denver. They trail by 11. Outside Hardaway to the middle. Outside Watson. 4-3. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 4 rebounds in the game. SGA against Jones. Left side SGA. Clock at 6. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. 18 points for him.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Here's Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
And this is what makes Jokic an MVP caliber talent. His ability to dominate the defense.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. "13 feet out. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Thunder out in front, up by 11. And we'll return shortly. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a very convincing performance from the Thunder so far.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Bruce Brown is out there with Peyton Watson. Then it's Murray, then it's Tim Hardaway, and it's Valanciunas in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the group for Denver, getting going in the second. Now here's Murray. A 26-point game for him in the win against Memphis.
And let's talk about his passing, guys. Let's remember he also did an excellent job of finding guys in their right spots.
Murray with it. Checked by Mitchell. Murray doing tough work inside.
We've seen Murray raise his game. Part of it is an increase in toughness, the ability to score when it's not simple.
Murray against Mitchell. Left side Joe. The 3-ball. Drops in the 3. Joe's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. B.A.?
Sharing the rock. Allie, appreciate the report. The shot won't fall. Great D that time from Holmgren. Wallace with it. Now guarded by Brown. Wallace, the pass to Wiggins. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Pass to Wallace. Back to Joe. Launches a 3. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Well, after hitting 0 from distance in the first, that's his second make this quarter.
Here's the pick. Here's Brown. And he hits it from 9 feet. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. The 3 from Mitchell. Valanciunas with a rebound. Nuggets trail by 13. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Hardaway. Misses the baby hook. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Wallace up top, defended by Brown. Holmgren with a screen on Murray. From deep, Mitchell. Valanciunas with a rebound. The Nuggets have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Hardaway from outside. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now. Oklahoma City leading by 13. Pass to Mitchell. From deep, Holmgren nails it from beyond the arc. Holmgren's got 5.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Denver is shooting the rock well at 46%. Brown with it. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Outside Hardaway. Denver needs to get off a shot. Murray from outside. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
You know, for this team to win games, he knows he's got to be much more efficient than he's been.
Mitchell misses.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Here's Hardaway, and a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, I'll tell you, Tim Hardaway Jr. has shown he's not just a perimeter scorer. This guy can get it done on the inside.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. A different look for Denver. Nikola Jokic is checked in for Valanciunas. Cam Johnson comes in for Brown. And Brown subbed in for Hardaway. Then for Oklahoma City, Williams is checked in for Wiggins. Williams comes in for Wallace. And SGA subbed in for Joe. Mitchell finds Williams. Outside, SGA. Soft touch off the glass. SGA's got 20 points.
Well, let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
Doris, from the 11th pick in 2018, the last year's league MVP. How did Shai Gilgeous-Alexander make that kind of leap?
Well, you don't get there without incredible work habits. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander puts time in the offseason to grow every single aspect of his game. There's also maturity he plays with beyond his years. You can't speed him up. He's a 3-level scorer, and he contributes to one of the most dangerous defenses in the league.
Now here's Johnson. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Memphis. Back to Jokic. It's Watson on the wing. And the 3 off target. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to SGA from outside the arc. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Murray passes to Jokic. They kick it out to Murray. 5 to shoot. Looking to get back on track. And he drops that one in. Murray's gotten 4 this quarter.
The jumper looking so pure coming out of Murray's hands. It's fun watching him score the rock.
Outside for Mitchell. Puts up a three. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
And Jokic throws it down hard.
Helps his team in so many ways. Jokic is more than just a leader.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. Thunder leading by 12. And here's SGA. His last outing, he had 20. Uses the glass to drop it in. SGA's got 22.
Yeah, just late help on the defensive side. I mean, just another breakdown for them.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. A different look for Denver. Aaron Gordon's checked in for Watson. And it's Brown in for Murray. Then for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein comes in for Holmgren. And it's Lou Dort in for Williams. Gordon against Williams. Brown passes to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Back to Brown. He can't hit that time. Ooh, solid defense from Mitchell.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
To the inside. Here's Hartenstein. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Well, Isaiah Hartenstein is a handful to deal with, folks. If he's that close to the bucket, look out.
Pass to Johnson. Denver moving it around. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That'll be a second foul of the game.
That's a foul he wanted to avoid, and he definitely doesn't want to pick up his third before the half.
Wallace, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Now here's Brown. Jokic with a screen on SGA. Just 5 on the clock. Jokic. Look at Jokic going to work inside.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Jokic against Hartenstein. Pass to SGA. Lets it go from deep. He buries it from 3. SGA's got 7 now in this quarter. Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But, Grant, that can leave a team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more.
And the Thunder in possession here. After the Nuggets picked up a basket just a moment ago. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. They set the pick. Here's Williams. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside, Brown. Pass to Brown. Johnson on the wing. Now Jokic. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. And he's got his 4th free throw of the game. The free throw drops for Jokic. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. 17 points was their biggest margin. Williams a screen on Brown. Here's SGA. SGA doing his thing in close.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
Back to Brown. Gordon outside. Brown with a screen. Gordon outside. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Jokic. And there's 1:38 left in the second period. Good work defensively by Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander against Brown. Williams from long range. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Here's Brown. And another miss by Denver. Thunder leading by 14. Williams passes to Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Jokic grabs the board.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Gordon against Hartenstein. Gordon, the pass to Brown. Gordon outside. To the paint. Here's Jokic. Second chance shot. Jokic, so crafty.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Wallace. 32 seconds left in the half. Outside, Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked it in off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points in the quarter.
Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off it.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Brown. And there's the lob, and stolen by Williams. The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. Thunder out in front. They lead by 14. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Coach Dagnall, pretty good play from this team in the first half. What'd you like best?
Yeah, I think we've done a good job defensively. That's gotten us out on the break. We're sharing the ball. We're shooting with confidence. Taking a possession at a time. That's who we are.
Confidence is king.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Hey, everybody. Psst. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
Taking a look here at the Thunder, with the playoffs right around the corner, they're in tremendous shape. They're right on top in the first half.
You mean they're ruling the rules? They're taking shots for every team every night, and they're still landing on top.
What's ruling the rules? Never heard that before.
And looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for the Nuggets.
It ain't rocket science. Go out and guard someone. Stop leaving your guys open.
Yeah, once those threes start to pile up, it becomes a tall mountain to climb. And who says it's not rocket science? Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And on the floor for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. Now here's Brown. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Jokic. Jokic is doubled. Now here's Brown. Rejected by Holmgren.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Dort a screen on Murray. Johnson with a double team. And here's Hartenstein. From deep, Holmgren. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Johnson against Dort. Jokic is doubled. Denver moving it around. Gordon finds Murray. Clock at 6. Lets it fly from 18. Chalk up 2 there. 8 points for Jamal Murray.
Defenses have to be aware of Murray at all times. His shooting ability makes him a threat from all over the court.
Hartenstein passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, Shea, what touch!
Boy, he's been lights out. You want to talk about an efficient offensive game. Wow.
Pass to Jokic. And they double up Jokic. Brown passes to Johnson. No good with the triple. And SGA has got the ball here for OKC. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Inside. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Down low. Brown passes to Murray. Now Jokic. He's guarded by Hartenstein. From deep, Johnson. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game.
Well, there's a reason Cam Johnson takes a lot of threes. This guy is lethal.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
And looking at Jalen Williams, is there a part of his game you like best, Grant?
You know, it's tough to pick just one, B.A. He's such an all-around player. He can guard point guards, post players, you name it, and can score from anywhere on the court.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Jokic against Hartenstein. Jokic passes to Gordon. Here's Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jokic.
What you love about Hartenstein, good size, quick feet.
Jokic, no good. The 11-footer. Williams misses. Nuggets trail by 13. Outside Murray. Pass to Johnson. Lets the 3 fly. The Thunder with the rebound. Holmgren's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, strong finish. SGA.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
And here's Jokic. He's guarded by Hartenstein. Johnson against Dort. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Now here's Murray. Let's go with a 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's SGA. Yes, it's good. SGA's got 35.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Outside Johnson. Off target from 3-point range. Thunder leading by 17. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go, to the middle. Stolen by Jokic. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Chet Holmgren talked about how he succeeds in spite of his slender frame. He said, you can't be afraid of contact. I'll continue to use my strengths out there, my length, being slippery, playing hard, and try to get better at my weaknesses, too, throughout my career. That will leave me in a good spot. BA, back to you.
The sky is the limit for him. All right, Allie, thank you.
And he's just slippery down there. I mean, Jokic makes gaining position look so easy.
Outside, Williams. Holmgren with a screen on Johnson. Here's Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Knocks it down from distance. SGA's got 9 points here in the second half.
1 this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Murray. And stolen by Hartenstein. Williams from long range. Oh, the Thunder, another 3. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Let's check in on the Western Conference standings as the race to the playoffs continues. You look at the Thunder, this season has been an absolute dream for them. They're currently at #1 as the postseason approaches. And check it out, Denver, a couple spots down.
Looking at Oklahoma City, they're gripping that #1 spot as tight as they can this last week of games. As they cruise into the postseason, they definitely want that top seed advantage.
Now here's Murray. Give him 8 points now. Jokic finds Johnson. 5 on the clock. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got his 4th assist in this one.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, his 2nd since halftime.
Here's Williams. He's got 11. Back to SGA. And he banks in the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 40 points.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And it's Murray with the ball for the Nuggets. Pass to Brown. Here's Jokic. He's guarded by Hartenstein. Murray from outside. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
And stolen by Jokic. And here's Brown. Back to Gordon. Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. Here's Jokic. The Thunder pull it in. Hartenstein's got 9 rebounds now. Here's Williams. And it's Oklahoma City with another.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
Outside Johnson. Jokic with a screen on Williams. Johnson finds Jokic. Shoots over Hartenstein. And there's Jokic on the assist by Johnson.
Yeah, great pass to Jokic when he's ready to fire. And then he's straight into his motion.
Pass to Hartenstein. To the inside. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Holmgren outside. Back to SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander double teamed. Hartenstein passes to SGA, and it's Oklahoma City with another.
Now, this is what Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is capable of. A legit star, and he is cooking.
Pass to Jokic. Jokic is doubled. Here's Johnson. Denver moving it around. Now Jokic. Outside Brown. The three. Good work defensively by Dort.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Here's Holmgren. And he floats it in for the easy two. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Johnson finds Jokic. The runner inside. That one falls. Jokic has got 29 points.
An efficient shooter like Jokic will always find points. All he needs is the ball.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And Denver will go for a different look here. Watson, he's checked in for Gordon. Brown comes in for Johnson. Hardaway's checked in for Brown. And it's Pickett in for Murray. So Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wallace comes in for Holmgren. Joe's checked in for Dort. And Mitchell subbed in for SGA. Now here's Mitchell. Still no points. Williams passes to Williams. Now here's Wallace. The kick out to Williams. The three. Rebounded by Pickett. Outside Watson. Pass to Pickett. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Wallace outside. And he goes in for the dunk.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Jokic against Williams. It's Jokic, high post. That's 29 for him. Hardaway from outside. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Williams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Joe. And here is Williams. From deep, Mitchell. Hauled in by Brown.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Here's Pickett. No points so far. And there's the foul. It's on Cason Wallace. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for Denver. Jonas Valanciunas comes in for Jokic. And it's Jones in for Pickett. And also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Wiggins, he's checked in for Williams. 43 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Back to Watson. 6 on the shot clock. Hardaway from outside. Doesn't go that time.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Joe, the pass to Mitchell. Here's Williams. Wallace outside. Three-pointer. Jones grabs the board. Pass to Valanciunas. There's the triple. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Oklahoma City, already up 26 points as this quarter ends. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We'll be right back after this word. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Tim Hardaway is out there with Jamal Murray. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Bruce Brown. And it's Watson in at the power forward position. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. On the wing, Wallace. Defended by Brown.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick. No rotation. My goodness.
Outside Murray. Good work defensively by Mitchell. The Thunder shooting an amazing 61%. Looking confident. Takes the three. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Boy, another miss, but you have to say to his teammates, great job. They have picked him up all evening long.
Murray finds some space. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
And Murray is a natural scorer, someone who looks to capitalize as often as he can.
Wallace outside. And it's good for 2.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Here's Valanciunas. Hardaway finds Murray. Outside, Brown. Watson passes to Murray. Over Mitchell. Murray, no good.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Outside Mitchell. Holmgren outside. Pass to Joe. The 3 is up. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds in the game. Brown passes to Valanciunas. Here's Hardaway. Misses the baby hook.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Wallace, the pass to Mitchell. Hardaway against Holmgren. Denver grabs the miss. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Here's Hardaway. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
It's proving very difficult to guard Tim Hardaway Jr. without fouling the guy, especially when he's this aggressive.
And the first one at the line is good. Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Grant.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
Nikola Jokic is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Then for Oklahoma City, Wiggins comes in for Williams. And SGA subbed in for Mitchell.
I'll tell you, Tim Hardaway Jr. has shown signs of being a lights-out scorer. And he's got the game to do just that.
And he makes a first. And they tell players your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less, Grant.
And, you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases, you're talking legacy, you know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
Good on both. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Jokic with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game. Now here's Hardaway, covered by Joe. Down low. Here's Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
Powerful stuff from the Joker. The defense doesn't want any of that, and I don't blame them.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Joe. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. Well, just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Denver grabs the miss.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Murray passes to Watson. There's a screen. With the drive. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Oh, man, exploding to the rim.
Yep, makes the simple play. The shot's good from SGA. SGA's got 44.
My goodness, the ability of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to invite, to initiate that contact, so tough.
Now here's Murray. And the layup is good off the glass.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight, there's no doubt, but it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
Wiggins with a screen on Murray. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
That's good from SGA. And with the cap, many teams looking for cheap young players to fill the bench. How does that affect the mid-level vets?
Again, BA, I go back to how difficult roster construction and sustaining a quality roster are. The mention of youth here is about, listen, you have to hope your draft choices work out well, and you have to hope your young players develop quickly because they are on team-friendly contracts.
Now here's Watson. Outside Brown. Now Jokic. Shot clock at 5. Brown's shot is good.
An elite passer at his position. Jokic just seems to have eyes in the back of his head sometimes.
Brown against Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen. Pass to Jokic. And stolen by Holmgren. On the wing, SGA. Defended by Murray. They set the pick. Williams from long range. Rebound by the Nuggets. Johnson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now here's Jokic. They kick it out to Murray. Screen by Watson. Murray passes to Watson. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got 3 assists tonight. Thunder leading by 20. Pass to SGA. SGA double. Stolen by Jokic. Brown against Williams. The shot by Brown, no good.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 48. And it's Murray with the ball for Denver. Outside Watson. There's the screen by Johnson. Holmgren with the block.
Oh, Chet Holmgren meets that one at the rim. Nicely done.
Williams against Johnson. Pass to Wiggins. Mitchell with the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. His first shot coming late. And rejected. Gilgeous-Alexander against Brown. And here's Watson. Here's Jokic. They kick it out to Murray. Knocks down the triple. Murray's got 12 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you, he's been much better in the second half. He's taking smarter shots. He's looking more comfortable. And guess what? He's in a groove.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. And now it's time for our presentation of the player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
This has been one of the most dominant performances I've ever seen. What's incredible is he has no off switch, just a tremendous motor, and he's making an impact on every single possession. And look at him. You think it's just another game. He is totally in control of his emotions.
Well, he's getting in a groove at the perfect time, just as they're getting ready to do battle in the postseason. So it's Oklahoma City now. They have a 19-point lead. Dort outside. Pass to Holmgren. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Williams from long range.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the backboards.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tries it from 19. He got it again! Sensational!
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Pass to Jokic. Outside Johnson. Jokic is doubled. Clock at 6. Brown. No good from outside. Oklahoma City leading by 19. Now here's Dort, guarded by Brown. Screen by Holmgren to the paint. Gordon with a steal. Brown against Dort. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, a skyscraping alley-oop jam.
Just put the pass in his vicinity and Aaron Gordon will take care of the rest.
And SGA has got the ball here for the Thunder. The 10-footer. And yes, another basket.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Jokic with a screen on Williams. Pass to Jokic. Fires the 3. The triple drops.
I mean, with his three-point shooting, Jokic is able to draw opposing bigs out on the perimeter, and that opens up driving lanes for him and his teammates.
Now here's SGA.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Honestly, the only thing that's slowed Holmgren down at times is injuries. Otherwise, he's been pretty much unstoppable.
Right side Murray. And they double up Jokic. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. There's 1:40 left to play in the fourth. Outside for Dort. Williams on the wing. SGA against Murray. Offensive rebound. It's Dort on the wing. Outside, Williams. Hartenstein with a screen on Johnson. Williams from long range. And the three-pointer goes. Williams has got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Thunder.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And it's been a phenomenal year for them. They play with so much confidence night in, night out. This notches another huge win, 65 in total.
And it's clear who the better team is. They sweep the 4-game season series, just dominating them.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Now here's Williams. Back to SGA. Off target at the rim. SGA against Murray. And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
All right, to Allie LaForce with our player of the game.
Shai, you were using those long arms to be disruptive on the defensive end. What's your focus at that end of the floor?
I'm just trying to be as active as possible. And like you said, getting my length involved, something I've been blessed with, and I just want to use it.
That activity, that length was noticed. Congratulations.
All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. And let's reveal our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.